Hello there, everyone, and welcome to Shneekeycraft 1.10.2 development version.
Hello.
Yes, Shneeky and I are, as promised, on the development server, and
right in front of us is one of the mods that I've got. It's called Better Agriculture.
we have...
Right now, it is primarily it's primarily not functional. At the time. It's all, I mean, there's no difference between the various different types of animals at this time, and there is no use for the world gen that it produces.
But there will be?
Yet. But there will be.
And having it in here now will make it a lot easier to have the functional portion of it actually function.
Exactly. And hey, I got a wool and I got some mutton.
Okay.
You have taken inventory. There you are.
I am now going to fix the very annoying default feature of Minecraft.
Which one?
Inventory being E.
Yeah.
I am an inventory is I person. Always have been.
Yeah, same here. In fact, I'm actually running a Nostromo N52 Tournament Edition mousepad.
Oh, nice.
Gamepad. And that's what I game with. So I set everything up there.
All right.
But yeah. So this is the unstable and we just had a very, very prominent example on why it is officially called unstable. Dev environment. We're in survival mode. We can actually play around. Keep in mind that this is not feature complete yet. You're going to see more things change before we get to release.
Yeah.
But this gives you kind of a teaser, I guess you could say. Wet your whistle.
Yeah, there's a couple of one or two big features that aren't in yet, and I think we should save off talking about those until they're in, because, well, we might as well talk about what's already here. I'm going to be I'm going to be fully honest here. I have not played the newest version of Minecraft, and I am already a little confused because I'm not having to jump.
I just got an Ender Lily by breaking grass.
Oh man, that
is a 0.5% chance of happening. So that's the thing. That's from extra utilities too.
So 0.5%.
But I believe that even though you can get them, I think they can still only grow on Endstone now.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that there's. Oh, NEI's changed its interface a little. That's a little cleaner.
It's actually not NEI anymore. If you look, it's JEI now.
Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, okay, the interface is a little different. Oh, I kind of like this. So, how do you... Okay, so in JEI, how do you get to the recipe look up the recipe for a thing?
Left click on it in the
okay,
drop down menu to the side.
So if you if you left click on it, nothing comes up. That means there's no recipe for it.
Typically, yeah. What are you looking at?
I was just checking to see if there was a recipe for Endstone. There is not, or at least there's not one listed. So that just means we have to go to the end to do Endstone, which is fine by me.
Yep, you don't have the cheese with Tinker's Construct anymore. Tinker's Construct is going through a massive revision that I think is absolutely awesome. Let's go out here into the plains a little bit.
Yeah. We're going to want to find somewhere to...
break some grass.
We're going to want somewhere to tuck in for the night anyways, because it is first day regardless. We're just testing this on survival just to get a feel for the basics, I guess. And just for kicks, because, well... we got time to kill, and we might as well give it a shot and see what happens. So...
Yep. Now, these are the Windy Gardens. This is Pam's Harvest Craft. If you press and hold Shift and then break it, it breaks the garden instead of what's inside the garden.
Okay.
That's going to be useful. But yeah, that's Pam's Harvest Craft.
Yeah, do they spread like they did in the previous version?
They do indeed.
Awesome. Those are really weird looking cows. Pumpkins already. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm holding wheat. That's why they're following you around. I was like, oh god, they're killer cows again.
Nope, those are British white cows. You've also got Holsteins, you've got Black Angus. Over here are some chickens.
Yeah.
Black Jersey chickens, to be precise. They're dropping eggs. They will also drop feathers.
Cool.
So that is a thing.
Yeah, now...
But there have been a lot of vanilla changes in 1.10 compared to 1.7.10. The combat change is a big one.
Yeah. Heck, even just this running thing is running straight up hills like this.
Yeah, it will now auto jump. There's a config option to disable that if you want.
No, I'm cool with that. That is honestly a very reasonable and obvious feature, if you ask me. Considering the nature of the Minecraft world, it just seems... The only downside I can see to it is that it can make you want to be a little less careful than you would be otherwise.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah. Well,
you do have to kind of watch out for that. Let's at least make an entry level noob hovel.
Well, there's a...
Whoa! Hey, here's a cave with a really big drop off here.
I think I see a better cave across
the gap there.
I was going to say I think I see a better cave across the river.
Yeah, let's see if we can't find a place to hole up because the sun is starting to come down.
Is there anything new in the way of dangerous mobs in the game?
Oh, there are.
Ooh, okay, good stuff. Fear the night.
Not only that, but the combat update has significantly changed the danger factors of some of our old favorites. Skeletons, for example, will murder your face.
Okay. Whoa. Speak of skeleton. Oh, no.
Okay, no, that is a Mondrel Knight. That is what happens when you try and dig dirt with something other than a shovel.
Right. I remember that. That was in the previous take. All right,
there's some slate.
We got some coal.
Slate has no use as of right now. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the changes in Tinker's Construct, because this is an excellent point to do that.
Okay, well, we'll just...
so
I'm just going to quickly make a basic pick and get us some torches just for... So we can also get some stone. But if you want to start talking through that, I've made a Tinker's Workbench over there. I mean, not that we'll ever have a shortage, not want more of those, but... All right.
But yeah, there's some really big changes that are going to be really cool.
Okay, we've got a... Oh, hello. Nope, just lighting. There's some weird lighting going on here. Just some very slow to update lighting. Well, the good news is this is a nice, lovely little dead-end cave with a bit of iron, and we can secure this in no time at all. Which is probably good, because I think the sun's setting.
Yeah.
The only downside is going to be that there's going to be places where skeletons will not die in here. Okay, are you going to stay out there, or do you want to come into the actual secure part of the cave?
Yeah, let me pick this up, and I will head into the secure part of the cave, and I will show you one of the amazing parts about this mod that I think you're really going to get a kick out of.
All right.
Now, what I'd like to do is dig into the wall here, so we've got a... Well, actually, no, this will work. This'll work.
Already on.
Here we go. Yeah. Now then, check out that crafting station again.
The basic. Oh, oh, beautiful. Multi-block. That's fantastic. such an obvious feature. I guess the only thing we're missing is the stencil.
I just dropped it down.
Oh, yep, there it is. The pattern chest.
Yep. Now it is starting to get dark. Let's go ahead and...
Here, I got it. Or, okay, you're gonna...
Here we go.
There we go. That should do for now. We'll see what happens. We can always seal it up if things get really ugly.
Right. So, this is a major thing from Tinker's Construct. So this gives you the ability to access any of the tables that you need from one table as a multi-block structure.
Yeah.
This is enormously useful. The modifiers have changed significantly. Have we found any gravel, by the way?
No. Funny enough, no, we haven't.
Nuts. Do I want to risk life and limb to go out there? Yeah. The skeletons are murder-faced right now. The problem is they have increased their accuracy and speed.
All right. Well, that's
so
terrifying.
How about this? Can I get a couple of pieces of stone?
Yeah, sure. Just a second. I'm gonna build a quick furnace here and get some iron cooking. Because why not? Or do we want to... No, we're a long ways away from having... Yeah, it's going to be a long time before we're doing any metalworking. Because, of course, we need to make the smeltery.
Now, there's a couple of really cute things about the vanilla World Gen, and also Quarks does some things for World Gen as well that are very interesting. One of which being, hang on a second, let me check something and see if this is going to update or not. No, it isn't. So that does need to be adjacent to the part builder. Okay, hang on.
It's a multi-block, but it has a few specific requirements.
The pattern chest has to be directly adjacent to the part builder.
Why don't you just pop it in there?
Yeah, why don't I put it back behind there? There's one more block back here.
Oh. Is that what you were thinking, or?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Because now it'll access all of this stuff. And also, you notice that a bunch of patterns did not spew out like vomit.
Which is also a lovely update.
Yeah, so the pattern chest will keep any patterns in it when you break it to move it. Oh, also, one other thing. When you get done smelting up this iron, move the furnace directly adjacent to the crafting station.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
It'll show up, too.
Nice. Very nice.
Now, some of the World Gen things that we've ran across are referencing some mods that we've got in here. One of them is this old root. This is from the Roots mod. It's a magic mod, very druidic. Not too shabby. I'm not actually seeing any bad guys outside right now.
Well, I have actually put a sword together, so let me just make a chest. I'll dump off my stuff. We are... Oh! Okay, Quark adds some lovely basic chests. Or lovely looking chests, I should say.
Yes.
Alright, I've just dumped off basically my entire inventory. I'm going to go out and do a little... Except for, a pick and a axe. I'm going to go off and do a little hunt for a few basic materials. Oh, I should take a shovel too, though. Okay, I'll take my shovel. There we go. Shovel, sword, pick. We don't really need anything wood-based right now, do we?
Not really.
Alright, if you wouldn't mind just sealing up behind me here. Or, I guess, be ready to seal up to open the door when I come through at some point.
Can do.
I'm going to go see how dangerous the night is here. Okay, I see a zombie in chainmail. Lovely. And a shield. He's got a big bloody shield, too.
Ooh, if we can grab that shield, that would be really, really useful.
I think I might be able to do it, because it's a fallen knight, apparently.
No, leave that one alone.
Oh?
That is from Ender Zoo. He will murder your face.
Well, I just murdered his face, so we're good. We're good. I got him. I got him stuck in a knockback loop. So no, we're okay. Unfortunately, he didn't drop anything good. So all right. So let's see. I see. Oh, I guess that's another Ender Creeper. Return of the Warp Creepers. Yep.
The concussion creepers. Yeah, watch out. There's also a zombie walking around out there.
Yeah, I see an iron zombie. I see a couple iron. So you wanted gravel, right?
Yes, gravel.
How much do you need?
However much you can grab immediately. It's a better material for making tools than regular cobble. Just watch out for the zombies.
Yeah, they seem to be moving awful fast. I don't remember them being that quick.
Yeah.
Now, is it gravel or the flint that's actually the better tool this time?
It's flint, but you get flint from gravel.
Yeah, okay. Just curious. Here we go. Alright, got some gravel, got some...
Now, Apple Core does not seem to be working, which it should be. I'll have to look into why that is. Again, broken version.
So, I'm definitely seeing... Hold on, he's moving a little faster. Is he another Fallen Knight? Yep, he's a Fallen Knight. Where are you going? Oh boy. Combat's a little scarier because you can't do the spam hitting now.
Correct. Putting a couple of cooked mutton in the chest.
Dang it, these Fallen Knights just don't drop anything good. I killed 2 of them and I didn't get any other armor or nothing. Hello. There is a zombie on... Is that a skeleton horse it's riding or just a regular horse?
It is probably a skeletal horse that it is riding on, and that thing will kick you. And it will have a significant amount of knockback.
It looks like it just despawned anyways, so...
That's okay. It's starting to get dawn.
Yeah.
You may also notice that I have a shield equipped.
You do. I see that.
And I can show you how to equip that.
Cool. I should probably also...
Here you go.
Deal with eating here. Okay, so there's a shield. I see the shield section. And
yeah,
you right-click...
that is for generic offhand stuff.
And you can block... So what kind...
Press and hold right-click, and you can raise your shield up and block. Oh! There's a type of ore that we've just uncovered down here that I want to show you.
Oh, okay. Oh, ouch.
Ouch. Right over here in this corner.
Bauxite.
Bauxite from Immersive Engineering. Immersive Engineering is one of the cornerstone tech mods in this pack. By the way, FYI, aluminum brass is able to be created. Aluminum brass is not going to be able to be used to make molds anymore.
That's probably a good thing. It's just only gold now?
It needs gold now.
That's probably sensible. Aluminum brass was almost...
it's 2 gold now, not 1.
Cool. So the metal tools are an investment. That's good. All right, well,
Yeah, the metal molds are an investment. Now you can make clay molds that expire. They're one-time use.
Cool. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice touch. Do you have any food?
In the chest, there's some mutton.
Okay, good, because I'm just about to starve to death. I see the low food value for raw materials, meats is still there.
I think that just may be mutton.
Yeah. Now, are you going to be doing that again with the adjusting the food values before we get started, or?
Hunger Overhaul has not been released yet for this version of Minecraft.
Any signs of it, or is that one that's up in the air?
No response forthcoming. He did update Apple Core, so it's possible, but I think the last time I heard was don't hold your breath.
Ah, okay. He is another one who's not sure about the current state of Minecraft, I guess.
More importantly, I think life happened to him.
Yeah.
Now, there are some things that I would like to point out about these tools from Tinker's Construct. There has been a lot of differences.
Cool. Well, just give me a...
For example, wood now has 2 different modifiers.
Just a second. I'm just...
Murdering some cows for some beef.
I'm not... I don't have enough food stat points to actually heal yet. So...
yeah, there's another big difference with 1.8 going forward. If you've got a high level of saturation, you actually heal very rapidly.
So the better fed you are, the better off you are. Oh, watch out, concussion.
Concussion creeper! Neener, 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 you can't catch me.
Yeah, teleported. Nobody.
Only this is not our
This way.
home.
It's over here. It's in this hole in the ground. Ouch. If I'm not careful, I'm going to kill myself just walking off the edge of things. Did you get some more coal? Or some coal?
Yeah, I've got 8 coal here.
In the meantime, so you said you've got a tinker tool to show off?
Yeah, and in fact, in your inventory should be materials and you, the book every tinkerer needs.
I dumped it off in a box, but just grab it. Let's have a quick... Oh, it's prettier. It's been upgraded a little, I see.
Yeah, go to Tool Materials, and you'll notice that where in the tool the material is has an effect on what modifiers it has. For example, wood has splinters. Yes, you will actually have a chance of taking a half a heart of damage every time you use a material with a wooden handle or other.
Oh, gorgeous. That's hilarious.
Having said that, ecological, it renews it. It's basically repair 1.
Nice.
So there's a trade-off. Yes, it will repair itself over time, but it can hurt you if you use it a lot. And so there's a trade-off. It basically and the ding isn't designed to really hurt you. It's designed to chew up your food.
Interesting.
So, that's a fair trade-off. Stone head gives you cheapskate, which is your tool actually has less durability, but under the extra or the handle cheap, which increases durability gained when repairing the tool, so it's easier to repair. Likewise, flint gets the crude bonus that does bonus damage against unarmored targets. So everything that you can make a tool out of has modifiers,
and it's a little
but
different.
they have changed
a lot. Interesting. That's gonna be quite a fun little bit of trade-offs. And it looks like there's some new materials too, like endstone, firewood.
There's also slime knight material now, which is something we're going to need materials to craft with. However, it will basically act as a shovel for all intents and purposes, as well as whatever else it is. So you will be able to go through sand and dirt, etc., as though you had regular, you had a shovel. So that's basically your multi-tool focus.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff going on here. That's...
Yeah. Oh, come on over to that other hole we found. There's a couple of things over here I want to show you that's new in this version as well.
Okay. Down the pit.
First off, you just walked on something interesting.
Copper ore.
Copper ore, again, from Immersive Engineering.
I'm just looking to see if there's more of it. I noticed that they aren't spawning in large quantities either. Or is that just...
Not yet.
That's something you're actually you're waiting on some more options for.
Yeah. Look in the corner and look what that is. That's clay over there. Clay will now spawn in discrete areas underground. It no longer necessarily spawns next to water.
Cool. That's a cool, a good change. It makes it a little harder to find, but I think that'll be okay.
Actually, not really, because it's like dirt underground.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna find a ton of it.
Okay, well that's good then. So, anything else we want to go over? Just as the very basic starts before we wrap up the episode here?
Yeah, one thing I would like to say, if you'll notice, there's only 36 mods in this pack, and even when it's fully fleshed out, I'm not looking at having more than about 40 mods in this pack. It's a very lightweight pack.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a kitchen sink pack where you've got all of the mods, but what you will have a lot of interconnectivity.
Yeah. So
this is a design change, and this goes into basic designing of packs. I'm taking a lot of concepts of game design and applying it to making a mod pack. So anything that I'm putting in my pack before it actually goes into my pack, I think to myself, what niche does this mod fill that my players need? And if I can't answer that question, it doesn't go in the pack.
Yeah. So some of the big ones that are still up in the air in terms of their inclusion or, well, even their arrival time, I think the biggest one that's in that state right now is Thaumcraft, isn't it?
Thaumcraft, we did get an update from Aznor, but it's not one... Well, I really appreciate the fact that he went through the effort to give us the update, even though it's not what I wanted to hear. Because he said, well, what he's going to be doing, and this is actually going to be long-term very good for Thaumcraft, is he's going to break it down and rewrite it from the ground up. There have been, I mean, he was just doing layer on top of layer with the previous versions of Thaumcraft. Yeah. And
he's learned
a lot of the things that he did back when he wrote the base code, he kind of put together as an improvisation, intending to fix it later, and then never did. He is now taking this as an opportunity to do that.
So it's a ground level rewrite. The whole thing's going to basically be rethought.
He's actually talking about calling the new version Thaumcraft Roman numeral 2.
That would make a lot of sense, actually, because it is really going to be a new... all the other versions, even though they've been new designs and new concepts, have really just been evolutions of the previous version, huh? At the bottom.
Yes.
Interesting.
And it will still be the same concept of playing around with magic. It's just that... on the back end, he's going to do things a lot more efficiently and effectively.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's learned a lot, and Minecraft has also changed a great deal since he started writing mods, so...
Yeah, and he's actually going to... And a lot of people have actually started using that shield slot as an offhand slot to be able to do things with. For example, you can equip torches in your shield slot, and then you can right-click place a torch when you've got a Tinker's Construct tool in your hand.
Nice.
This is replacing the previous concept of if you've got torches in your inventory, you can right-click and place a torch.
Now you just have a place specifically to put it, and they have a place specifically to hook to make that happen, which is just cleaner programming all around, rather than having to hack it in, which they probably had to do before.
Precisely. Yeah. It's getting kind of dark.
Yep.
Let's start heading.
We are
heading
home.
Back.
We are safe.
We could almost make this whole caldera a little bit safer at some point. Not right now.
That's a job for another day, or off camera, or our next world, depending on how the next series of updates play out, right?
Yeah. Another mod that should be appearing eventually, but not yet, is ATLauncher.
Mm-hmm.
It has not yet updated. I don't know if it will be updating or not. I haven't really gotten any response back yet from the dev.
Yeah. So just another wait and see sort of thing going on here. Have some beef.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, Tinker's Construct has gone through a sea change here as far as the thing. And this is a really, really awesome change. I am 100% for this change.
No, that's it. That makes it quite elegant. I mean, even with the furnace there, too, that's quite neat.
Yeah. And you could actually put a chest directly behind the crafting station, and the crafting station would access the chest.
Which would make... Yeah. Does the tool station access it too?
Any multi-block. Well, I think you'll have to click on the crafting station to be able to see it from the multi-block. You just click out the appropriate tab.
I mean, it's still
just like the furnace is right now.
But I mean, you're still going to be able to find it pretty easy. Which is, oh, you've put the pattern chest behind it.
Oh, in that case, what I can do is this. I can swap out the stencil table with the part builder, and then I can move the pattern chest back one.
I'm just curious. I'm just going to try something. No, okay. Just confirming that it wouldn't access it from the tool station, but yep, there's the chest. Beautiful. That's going to be really convenient, because then we can just bury all that back there and have our basic tool building stuff in there.
Yep, that's gonna be really useful going forward. This is just one of the things that I'm just so yesing over. This is all of my yes.
Yeah, efficiency, clean, looks good. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this, I think.
Yep. Another thing immersive engineering brings is industrial hemp.
Okay, yeah.
This is used for making fibers. It is not intended for human consumption.
Yes.
Apparently, we are not in Colorado.
Yeah. Or Washington.
Or Washington, yes. But, yeah, but basically... Basically, it's used to make fibers and cloth for various projects in immersive engineering. Immersive engineering is great. It's going to be a big staple tech mod, and it's all about large multi-block structures.
Yeah, and we'll be looking at that more in the future. But has anything leapt out at you as being really wrong before we wrap up the day today?
Not immediately, other than the fact that it looks like that Apple Core is not working properly. Because we should be... You remember the overlay with the hunger haunches that we used to have, where you would have a glow? That should be back in, and I don't know why it isn't. So that's something we're going to have to look at. But again... dev version of an instance. It's by no means is this a releasable version. Yeah.
So should we maybe in the next episode do a flyabout and have a look at biome generation, see how that looks?
Biome generation is mostly going to be the same.
Okay.
There's another mod I'd like to get working before we do that.
Okay.
Ruins.
All right. Well, that we'll just have to wait till the next episode then. Yeah, let us know if you have any questions about what's going on, and we'll see you for our next test session in the next episode. Bye for now.
Take it easy.